Before the lottery ticket is in your hands, before you reach for your wallet or touch your phone screen, before you speak a word or send a hope into the wind, there are some words you should say in order to demand your wish coming true. They are like portals to access a world of wealth and unlimited gains, and you are about to enter it in its full depth. So if this is exactly what you've been searching for, you've arrived at the right place. Before I share these words with you, make sure to subscribe to the channel to step into a universe of unexpected financial miracles through our content. These words you will learn here must be spoken silently every single day, not with the desperation of one begging for salvation, but with the serenity of one who knows they have already received. You are not buying a ticket to have hope. You are claiming what is already yours. You are stepping into a state where the result is already certain, where the million already rests in your hands. What you're about to do is not a gamble. It is an act of creation. The world may call it luck. I call it law. And the law is this: whatever you dare to assume as true within yourself will become your outer experience. The ticket is not the source of your wealth. It is merely the bridge of incident through which your assumption flows. But the power is not in the paper. It is not in the numbers. It is in the silent word. Say it now, in the depth of your being, before you buy the ticket. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Do not shout. Do not repeat it mindlessly. Do not ask if it's working. Let the silence wrap those words like velvet and let them sink deep into your core. Because the secret is not in the words. It is in the feeling that it already is. When you speak these words, you are not casting a spell, nor are you pleading with some outside force. You are claiming your divine right, because consciousness is the only reality, and what you assume is true within consciousness must appear in your physical world. You are not waiting for the universe to act on your behalf. You are the universe acting through the mask of man. Now imagine, just for a moment, you are no longer in the store, nor looking at your phone. You are home, with the winning ticket in hand. Feel your heart race, your eyes widen, your breath caught between disbelief and ecstasy. You read the numbers once, twice, 3 times, and every single one matches. Not one, not two, all of them. And then the wave comes: relief, joy, gratitude. It is not a maybe, it is a full and glorious certainty. Now ask yourself, what are you feeling? Hold that feeling, that is the secret. Now, from within that state, say the words again: it is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Don't try to feel it, feel it. The man who has won does not feel like the one still hoping to win. The one who has received does not ask how. He simply lives in the joy of possession. Do not worry about the numbers. Do not try to pick the right ones. That is the old way. The way of doubt. The way of effort. The way of fear. Yours is the way of divine imagination. The way of inner knowing. The numbers will bend to your conviction. The entire world will reorganize around your assumption. But you must remain firm. Do not waver. Do not speak of what you do not want. Do not say, I never win. Do not declare, it's just luck. Do not speak of your current circumstances. Circumstances are shadows of a previous state. If you persist in the state of wealth, the world must reflect wealth. If you speak of lack, lack will reappear. The world is a mirror, my friend. Speak only of what you wish to see reflected. There is no magic in the lottery, but there is power in the word. And the most powerful word is the one spoken in silence and believed with unshakable faith. The word becomes flesh, not through force, but by the law of assumption. If you assume you have already won and persist in that assumption, the world has no choice but to obey. Do not concern yourself with time. Time is an illusion. The moment you assume, the seed is planted. Whether it blooms tomorrow or in a month, that is irrelevant. What matters is your fidelity to the state of the wish fulfilled. If you focus on the end will come. Repeat it now in silence. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Feel as if it were true. How would you walk? How would you breathe? How would you sleep tonight, knowing abundance has already arrived? Take that feeling to the center of your being. Make it your new identity. Look, the miracle is not in the ticket. The miracle is you. The ticket is a symbol. The real power lies in imagination. That which you dare to assume as real, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, will become your reality. But you must live from that state, even when your senses scream otherwise, even when the outer world denies it. The masses believe in odds. They believe in chance. They believe in what their eyes show them. But you, if you wish to live the truth, you must believe in what you imagine. You must trust the invisible. You must walk in alignment with your inner conviction, not with outer evidence. And in the moment you do, the evidence will come. The world will call it luck. They will say, "How fortunate." They will marvel at your success. And they will ask, "What is your secret?" But you will know. You will smile. Not with pride, but with understanding. Because long before the numbers matched, long before the money arrived, long before anyone else believed, you had already lived it, assumed it, received it. I do not ask you to repeat affirmations hundreds of times. I do not ask you to chase miracles. I ask only that you take your rightful place as creator. You are not a victim of fate. You are not a pawn in a random game. You are the author of your reality. So speak with knowing. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Then, forget it. Yes, forget it. Not out of doubt, but out of certainty. The man who plants a seed does not dig it up the next day. He trusts. He knows the nature of the seed. So must you trust in the power of your assumption. Let go of the ticket. Let the process unfold. You have spoken the word, and the word, when spoken from the heart, cannot return void. Your inner world is already lit with vision. Your outer world will now begin to align. Every event, every delay, every coincidence is part of the divine choreography leading you to the fulfillment of your assumption. But you must persist. When doubt comes, and it will, return to the end. See it again, feel it again, and speak again. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Let this be your prayer, your mantra, your sacred knowing, and above all, feel it. For imagination is the only redeeming power. It is what gives form to the formless. It is what makes the invisible visible. When you imagine yourself as the winner, you are building the bridge to that reality. I do not tell you this as theory, but as someone who has seen it. Men and women who manifested fortunes, not by chance, but by conviction. They did not hope. They knew. They did not wish. They lived as though it were already theirs, and the world obeyed. Your task is simple. Speak it in silence. Feel it deeply. Trust it completely. You don't need to wrestle with the how. Live from the end. When you rise in the morning, do not greet the day with anxiety or worry. Greet it with silent gratitude. Awaken as one who has already won. Rise as one who already possesses the fortune. Feel what it is to live free of all financial concern. Let your imagination wander through this new reality. What would you do? Who would you help? How would you walk through the world? Begin to do those things now, even in the smallest ways. Because the world does not respond to your wish. It responds to your inner posture. Those who think this is just about a winning ticket have not yet understood the deeper mystery. The ticket is a symbol. The true power lies in assumption. You can walk into a store with a single coin and walk out with the seed of 1,000,000, not because of what you bought, but because of what you believed. But that belief must be total. It must be your new residence in consciousness, not a fleeting hope, not a momentary visualization, but a permanent inner home. This is not about repeating positive words. It is about living in a positive reality. When you say, "It is done," you must believe it. You must feel it. You must live from that place, with the same ease you once lived in doubt. You are not trying to impress a distant deity. You are impressing your subconscious, the womb of creation. And the subconscious accepts as real whatever you feel to be true. whether good or bad. So be vigilant. Do not allow idle talk to plant seeds of lack. Do not entertain stories of failure. Guard your inner dialogue as you would a treasure, because it is the seed of your future. Now repeat it, but not as one who pleads. Say it as one declaring what is already true. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Let this phrase become your anchor. When the world feels uncertain, let it be your refuge. When doubt creeps in, let it be your compass. You do not need to convince anyone. You do not need their agreement. Your world is self-contained. Your belief is enough. Others may see the results and marvel, but you will know the cause. You will remember the exact moment it shifted, not when you bought the ticket, but when you claimed the assumption. Do not try to control the path of events. Do not interfere with the unfolding. That is not your role. Your role is to assume and remain faithful. If an inner voice whispers, "You're being foolish," smile. That voice is merely the echo of an old self. Let it pass. It no longer belongs to you. You are now the one who speaks in silence with conviction. You are the one who walks in the invisible wealth of certainty. You are the one who buys the ticket, not out of hope, but from knowing. You understand that the true ticket was the assumption you made within. The paper in your hand is only the shadow. The reality was forged in silence. Each time you speak that phrase in silence, you are watering the seed, nurturing your new identity, deepening your embodiment of the version of yourself who already lives the dream. And in that being, the world responds. Opportunities arise, money flows, events align. Not because you forced it, but because you became the person for whom these things are natural. There is no need to push. There is no effort. Victory is not something to chase. It is something to allow. And you allow it when you release resistance, when you let go of the old story, when you trust the law of assumption more than the law of probability. Your mind may protest. It may list all the reasons why it's unlikely. Thank it and let it go. Those thoughts are habits, and habits change when you stop feeding them. Feed the new habit, the habit of belief, the habit of assumption, the habit of unshakable silent knowing. When you look at the numbers on the screen or on the printed ticket, do not look there for victory. Look within. Is the feeling still alive? Is the assumption still pulsing in you? That is your true indicator. The numbers are secondary. The feeling is the cause. If you sustain the feeling, the numbers must yield. You may not know when or how it will happen, but you can know with certainty it will. This is the great reversal. You don't need to know how. You only need to know this. And this is your declaration. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Now, beloved, the choice is yours. You can continue living as one who waits, as one who doubts, or you can take a bold step into knowing. Do not speak from lack. Speak from fullness. Whisper the phrase, not as a wish, but as a decree. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. Let that inner voice be your compass, stronger than the noise of the world, more grounded than the shifting circumstances. Let it lead you across the invisible bridge to the materialization of your destiny. You are not gambling. You are demonstrating a law, the law of assumption. You are proving that imagination, when felt as real, becomes reality. You are showing yourself and the world that your inner speech shapes your outer world. So speak in silence. Feel it deeply. Walk as if it were already yours. Because it is. You were never waiting for victory. You are the victory. The law is always in operation, whether you believe in it or not. But if you choose to use it deliberately, your life becomes a masterpiece of fulfilled desire. Now let the universe know you've claimed your power. Comment below with faith and conviction. It is done. The money is mine. I have already won. And if this message spoke to your heart, subscribe to the channel to continue awakening the Creator within you and to learn how to manifest all your desires with consciousness, truth, and power. Your new world begins in silence. but it is revealed in every choice you make.